Good evening. My name's Travis Boldt. I am running to represent this community in the state legislature, and I think that the issues being discussed here are one that's very important both at a local and a state level. I am disappointed in the fact that this board has failed to act on these issues. I'm also disappointed in the political nature in which some members of the community are describing this issue. I don't think anybody here has personally accused anybody on the board of being personally racist. I don't think anybody is accusing any of the systems within the school system of being personally racist. What we are saying is that as a society, we need to take a stand against white nationalism, against racism, and against hate. These things should not be political issues. These things do not go away because we do not personally experience racism or haven't seen individual instances of racism. The community brought together several forums to discuss these sorts of issues. Members of this school board failed to attend. That's part of the problem, that people were not willing to engage in the dialogue to talk about these issues. Hate is not something that can be decried too often or too loudly. It is something that thrives in what Dr. King calls the appalling silence of good men. It is those of us that sit idly by and choose not to act when we see families and communities present these issues to us, even if, as others have said, that if there was no racism in Pearland ISD, which we know to be false, but even if that was the case, this would not be a reason to not denounce it. This would be the reason to join together, to rise up and to say in one voice that this is not acceptable in our society and that we do not want a society that finds it acceptable. The issues that we have found with these issues cannot be specific to the way that you want to deal with them because you haven't even voted to talk about them. So it can't be nitpicky, well, we don't want to do X, Y, or Z solution. It can't be political because if we wanted to shut this down politically, the quickest way would have been to vote unanimously in support of something that supposedly we all agree on. This needs to be something that is taken up at both the local and state level.
Thank you, sir.